What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Tackle Tuesday here on Joe Bob's Bass. Thank you all for tuning in as usual. Today, I've been in the middle of really just winter here in Minnesota. So I've been in winter mode as far as organizing, cleaning, sorting tackle boxes, about to start a project on the boat that I hope to take you guys along with. But anyways, on this week, guys, of Tackle Tuesday, we are getting back to an open water rod, because I realized when I've been sorting all of my tackle and going through things over the last couple weeks, there's a lot of rods and reels that I have that we haven't talked about, and I figured might as well give you my opinion on them, all right? Today we're talking about the St. Croix Mojo Bass 7.5 medium heavy extra fast tip. Okay, I'll get a little close-up of all that and the numbers and all that. This rod, as far as I did just for my little bit of research, I don't think they make this specific series, the Mojo Bass series that's been around for a long time. They now have like the Trigon series, which is a little bit better. I think they're like around 190, 200 bucks a rod. This one, when it came out, a decade ago, probably more than that. I mean, they've been around a long time. Retail, anyways, the Mojo Bass, all different kinds of them, spinning rods, they were always around that 150 to 175 mark, I would say, for the most part, right? So now, I don't know if you can go on St. Croix and just get this rod. So I apologize if that's the case. I did just see it on some other third-party website online for $120 brand new. Of course, that's plus shipping and all that, so probably about 140 bucks, I can imagine. But anyways, guys, this is a 7'5" medium heavy extra fast rod, okay? So right here on the handle, you can see hopefully that there says swim frog, okay? Swim frog. Now, I think it does both those things pretty good. Now, as far as swim, I think you're talking more about this, right? You're talking about paddle tails, whether that's on a weighted jig head or just maybe a belly weighted hook, whatever that might be. But you're talking smaller swim baits, right? Having that extra fast tip allows you to really feel all the little, if you're dragging it on the bottom, all the tiny little rocks or sand or branches, whatever you might be rolling it over. And it also helps you really feel those bites on those plastic baits, especially if that hook is a weedless presentation, right? And then the frog, same kind of thing. I think that extra fast tip goes for two ways. It really helps with casting a frog. If you're casting something big, ouch, like this. We'll talk about this in another video. I just got this. I haven't fished it yet, so this summer at some point we'll talk about this one. But the Copper Red Baits Tsunami Frog, big, huge boy, right? 3.5 inches, 1 ounce, which this rod will be able to throw because, if I'm not mistaken, it is 3/8 to 1.25 ounce. That is the rating for the rod, right? So again, it's going to throw frogs great. It's going to throw little paddle tails and other kinds of small plastic swim baits, probably, maybe some really small, maybe like this, like the cheat code here from Throwbacks, right? I could probably throw this guy on there. I think this is only like 1.25 ounces, maybe 1.5 ounces. I know that this probably would not overpower this rod, though, on casting and on setting the hook and all that. I think I could throw this on there just fine and get away with it. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here, guys, is this rod is much more versatile, though, than just a froggin or a swim jig, swim bait, whatever kind of rod that they might advertise it as. As you can see here, I was flipping with this, punching, in the fall, right? So finding those pads, finding the weeds that were still live, and threw this thing in there, just casting it out a little flick of the wrist, right? Letting that thing get down to the bottom, and the extra fast tip, guys, I have a clip, and hopefully I can find it and put it in here and show you guys, but I remember feeling the hook, feeling the fish bite it, feel the fish start to swim away with it, and then being able to lay in and set that nice that flipping hook with that snell knot, get that thing right up on the top of its jaw, lights out, all right? So, guys, if you're looking for a pretty versatile rod, something that's a little different, a little bigger, a little extra faster than your just standard, let's say 7-foot medium heavy, right? Going up to just that 7.5 gets you a little bit more rod, a little bit more backbone, and a little bit extra fast tip on this model at least. And that's going to be just nice and versatile for your frogs, for your swim paddle tails, swim jigs, boot tails, whatever you want to say. And then, of course, like I said, I love flipping on this rod. So check it out, guys. The Mojo Bass 7.5 from St. Croix. And the other thing, last thing before I let you guys go this week, St. Croix is great, right? Not all, I've got just 2 St. Croix rods, but when you buy them new, you get a lifetime warranty, and it's like a no questions asked. You broke your rod, you send them a picture, of your receipt, and they send you a new one forever. That's fantastic, because I've only broke one rod. I shouldn't have said that, but I've only broke one rod on accident, and luckily for me, I just got a different rod because I didn't actually love that rod, but it was a Dobbins rod, and it would have been like $80 to get the warranty and to have the shipment and have to ship it back and get the replacement. It would still be like $80. So I was like, screw it. I didn't love this rod that much anyways. And that's when I got my 795. So St. Croix is great though, as far as customer service and warranty. You can't beat it. And they make some really, really quality rods for the price, guys. So check it out. The 7.5 extra fast, medium heavy from Mojo Bass St. Croix. Go fishing. We'll see you next week.